What is up guys, it's your boy Gunsoww and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna be doing something a bit different, as in I'm gonna be making a beat while answering some of y'all Instagram questions. And if you guys wanna leave me some questions, or if you just wanna talk to me or whatever, you can follow me on Instagram at @Gunsoww. You have the link in the description. But anyways, let's just jump into the questions and into the beat. Also, in this beat I'm gonna be using my new loop pack, which is $2.50 until the end of the week. So if you guys want to get it now. You have the link in the description as well. So let's do it. So I'm not gonna lie, some of these questions were asked. Let's answer some of them. Also, the loop that I'm gonna be using is called Cranky. It's in the loop pack, as I said, and it sounds like this. Okay, so the first question is, who's a producer or rapper you would love to work with? Now, that is a pretty good question because I honestly don't really know. I mean, of course, there are a lot of artists that I want to work with. I just can't really think of any on the spot. Like, you know, of course, I'm going to say Suicide Boys because they're a pretty big inspiration, or at least they motivated me to actually start producing in the first place, or at least seriously. So besides them, I don't really know. I mean, maybe by the time I'm actually editing this video, I may be able to come up with a list, so you'll see it on screen. But right now, I have no idea. Okay, this next one is actually pretty interesting because it wasn't a thing a few months ago, but now it's suddenly a problem. Do you think sidechaining your 808s is good for trap music? I've heard it is, and I've heard it isn't. The thing is, it really depends on what kind of 808s you're using, because if you're using like this kind of 808, the ones that kind of have a punch to them, you don't really need to sidechain them. And if you're using like a plug 808, I guess sidechaining also. See, that's the thing. I can't really come up with examples. It's really up to preference. Okay, this next question is actually kind of hard to answer. Do you think it's worth putting time into music production as an actual career right now? Well, the short answer is, of course, yes. You can pretty much turn anything into a career if you actually want to and, you know, you have the time for it. Although, as someone who wants to do it and as someone who's on the path towards actually having a career from making music, it's fucking hard. And I'm not just saying this to discourage people. It's really hard. You know, since we're living in a period where I guess everything is so accessible. Because everything is so accessible, being able to stand out in front of everyone or compared to the majority is really complicated and really hard. And not skill-wise, but, you know, being able to market yourself. Being creative enough, but also cater to the majority somehow so you can actually become successful at what you're doing. I mean, of course, there is the SoundCloud scene or the underground scene where you still have a lot of people, you know, listening to that kind of music, and it's not necessarily considered as mainstream or the majority, and you still make a fuck ton amount of money. But because everyone has the impression that it's easy to become a SoundCloud rapper or producer or whatever, they start doing it, and there's a huge wave of producers coming or artists, and it really oversaturates the whole thing. So what I'm trying to say is you can do it, but now it's actually harder than ever probably. Besides, you know, like the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, where it was literally the opposite, where not enough people had access to these resources. You know, it's a risky thing, and it's kind of like trying to become a streamer to the extent of putting a lot of time into a hobby at first and then trying to make it into a job. Balancing what you're doing and also living and being able to afford living, having that balance is really important. And I gotta say, I'm really lucky for this YouTube channel that I didn't really have to get a job. So all I gotta do is make these videos and make drum kits. Okay, this one isn't a specific question from a specific someone, but I noticed there is a pattern. A lot of people ask me how to mix beats. Well, you can answer this in two ways, I guess. First of all, mixing beats, like instrumentals, isn't hard. EQ the melody so it won't clash with the 808. Use your ears kind of thing, you know? I'm not gonna go in depth because that's not the main reason of this video. And then the second answer to this question would be, don't even bother with mixing. Just upload the beat raw, and whenever someone is gonna buy it like exclusive, they're gonna have it mixed anyways by an engineer probably. And I also get this question if I'm gonna release a new drum kit soon. Maybe. I haven't started working on one. Maybe in the next few months. I don't know. Okay, someone asked how to make a bust fills, and I suppose he's meaning how to make drum fills before the drop. It's actually really easy. Look up acoustic drum sounds, I guess, like a sample pack, and you only need a few snares probably, and just toms, and just make a rhythm. Be creative with it, I guess. It's really easy to make drum fills. Really, I don't do it enough because I'm lazy, but it's really easy. I also get this question, mix and master for pro, as in people think that I'm a professional when it comes to mixing and mastering, which isn't even close to the truth. I'm pretty sucky at mixing. I don't really know the rules to mixing that well. Like, I know, yeah, the basic principles, but that's it. I'm definitely not a pro, so I couldn't make those videos and feel good about myself, because first of all, I would be deceiving my audience, and I would also be deceiving people, aka I'd be clickbaiting, and that's not how I roll, honestly. Okay, the next question is, are you gonna make some more Twitch live streams? Yes, of course. I just don't really feel like streaming all the time, especially now because I'm really kind of focusing on other things. First of all, I want to get my driver's license, and then I also need to start working on actually building a studio and everything. So I don't really have time right now to live stream. And even if I'm gonna live stream, I'm always gonna announce it on Discord, so you can join that as well. The next question is the bane of my existence. How do you make melodies? I suck at melodies, first of all. Pushing myself to do these loopbacks helps. But yeah, I suck at melodies. And the last question is, how come you moved back to Romania after moving to the UK? So, first of all, I don't know if all of you know, but last year, I think in September, I actually moved to the UK because I wanted to go there and eventually find some work so I can save up some money so I can invest in some courses. And I did move technically for like a week and a half, kind of a mini vacation, I guess, just a really weird one. For some reason, the course that I wanted to attend was way more expensive than it actually was in reality. So when I actually found out that it was around £30,000 instead of 5,000, it really dawned on me that I really need to start saving up, like, for a long time before I can actually do this. I started thinking of my income, like my current income. For UK's standard, my income is pretty ass. I kind of had a panic attack, so I decided to just come home and figure things out from here. And I think I'm done with the beat as well. Yeah, this was a pretty interesting video, honestly. I am really tired, by the way. And also, as you can see, I'm really sweaty because it's somehow only 24 degrees Celsius, which is this in Fahrenheit. But it's really hot, you know, outside and inside. But that's about it with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as I said in the beginning, you can follow me on Instagram. But most importantly, you can get my drum kits and this loop pack for 50% off. And you have the link in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It was your boy Gunsoww, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.